right, hello, and thank you for joining us for another podcast at the Gospel Rescue Mission. Today, I'm with Eric, and we are about to go down and kind of rush in on one of our residents, an RA by the name of Ken Lindley, and we just wanted to get his story and hear a little bit about what's going on in his life. We know he's doing well, and we thought it'd be fun if he would share that with you all, and he's kind of expecting us, so we'll just see what happens. Here we go.
So what are we doing right now, Brian?
We're walking through the hallways, the second floor, the dormitories of the Gospel Rescue Mission. And so far, so good.
Really echoey.
It is echoey in here. He's in the middle of something, so we won't be able to ambush him. Excuse me. Ken, when you get a chance, can you come see me?
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
Of my office?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. You got your Bible? You like it?
I love it.
All right.
Thank you.
Good. All right. See you in a bit.
All right.
Okay. We are now walking our way back up to my office. Sometimes we go to ambush residents, and then we find out that they're actually in the middle of doing the things that we've assigned for them to do. And consequently, what that results in is that they're working, and they don't have time to be ambushed. Back to Brian's office, where we will put the recording to bed until Ken can make it up. Oh, hey, there's Ken right there. All right.
Hi.
Thanks for making it up for me, brother.
Yeah, you bet, man.
Come on in.
All right.
Well, the reason I wanted to bring you up and talk to you is that I just wanted to kind of catch up with where you're at. You just recently got a job.
Yep.
And so we're kind of getting to the end of the story a little bit. Yeah. But I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind introduce yourself to me as if you'd never met me before, and tell me what brought you to the mission that you in such a way that you needed a mission.
Okay. Well, my name is Kenneth Lindley, and I came to the mission because I reached a point in my life where I had nothing. I had partied myself out of everything. I had also just gotten out of prison.
Okay.
And I just wasn't living a good life.
Okay.
I let myself go down the tubes, if you will. After a divorce, I was married for years, raising my children, and I am a father and a grandfather. And
congratulations!
Thank you. And so I let my situation get the best of me, and I didn't stay close to Jesus. I had a wonderful relationship with him, and things were really good for a long time. And I got away from that, and alcohol and drugs and everything, came into my life. And educational used to make myself feel better, and all that. And then it became more and more, and then the addiction part of it, whatever, started to kick in. So it becomes something different.
Yeah,
it goes from being fun,
recreational to
it moves into
slavery.
Something different.
It really you now have to do it to survive.
So in doing that, everything that goes along with that happened, to me. Everything from my credit score to, you name it, it went south.
It's hard to imagine. People don't think maybe all the things that come along with all those.
Yep.
It's more than just one bad choice, one bad experience.
Yes.
It's it just, once it's got its hooks in you, it takes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and I have did all this before when I was younger growing up, but I quit all that, raising my family, and, everything was good. Originally grew up in California. My wife is from Weimar. Met her in California, so that's how I ended up here in Oregon.
Okay.
Love it here now, I have no family really in California now. Okay. They're all here or in Texas. So that is good. But so I'm here because I had nowhere else to go. My daughters are here in town.
How long have you been at the mission now?
I've been at the mission since July.
Since July?
Yes.
Okay, and we're in 2022.
We're in
now.
2022,
Okay.
and it is November.
Yeah. Right at the tail
Today,
end
the
of
29th.
November.
Yeah. I got a birthday coming up on the 18th.
Hey, all right.
So, yeah, I'll be 54. I'm 53 right now, and,
all right.
at a
You got
crucial
me
point
beat
in
by
my
about
life.
6 months.
Yeah. So what's going on in my life right now is really, really important to me. It's, I have Jesus. I have the Lord knocking, and he's, for some reason, I have this thing in my head. Hey, cling to what is good. Cling to what is good. And that's what's helping me right now.
Yeah.
Not to get away from what I was saying, but, so I'm here because I have nowhere else to go. My daughter, of course, is an adult on her own. My ex-wife is living with her right now, so I'm not going to go there. My brother is in town. Him and his wife moved here from Redding, California, while I was still incarcerated. Okay. And they have a 3-bedroom apartment, and his wife has family living there with them. So for
you're
me,
build yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, the Gospel Rescue Mission right now, being here for me, was the option that I had. It was either that or pitch a tent. And coming out of prison like I just did, I was just really want to get myself back on my feet and do good.
Sure.
And I know that seeking employment, getting a job, being clean, being able to place to be clean and shower and do what I need to do to get back on my feet, I wouldn't be able to do out there being homeless.
Boy,
I guess there are guys that do it, and I give them credit. It's tough.
I don't know how you do it, man. I mean, that's a tough.
So being here was my option because I have an opportunity to do something.
Yeah.
I have a place to eat. I have a place to get clean clothes and shower and clean up.
Well,
so
Ken,
I'm very grateful for that.
You've been one of those guys, though, that has been really good during your time here in just contributing. You know, I mean, you're one of the things that we try and work really hard, and because you've become an RA. Here, which is a resident assistant for those who might not know, but you get to see. I mean, one of the first goals that we try and get people to think through during their stay is contributing to their home, to the thing that to the people that live around them and live with them and stuff like that, and you gravitated towards that really naturally, and that was good, and that really, I mean, you began to shine right away. We see that we're looking for that. You're looking for that now as an RA, as you watch new guys coming in, who's coming in and showing some leadership and taking on these things, on their own, and so. You were one of those guys, and that's been a real blessing to see. And it's part of the thing that makes us, encourages us when we see guys that come in. We want to see them do well, and when they're when they go through and go, oh yeah, I remember this. This is how I should behave here, and this is the way I should, do. You gave
thank you.
to the community here, so
that tells me I'm doing something right. Thank you.
Yeah. Well.
That is my intention.
You don't get to be an RA here without doing something right, and not only that, but you really have pretty quickly gone from that to now you went to look for work and now you're finding work, right?
Yes.
I mean,
yes,
so that's
I'm
good.
Working. Yeah, they got me cooking.
That's great.
Yeah, so I went from a dishwasher to a cook already.
That's great, man.
Yeah, just this week I'm on the schedule doing that full time.
Yeah.
So
and
it's a learning next thing.
Yeah, you got a community that again that's looking for workers, people who are who coming in humbly, that are willing to learn and eager to work, and stuff, which is exactly what you brought. You come in, and it's always helpful if they're sober, and so you bring all of that because that's what all the guys that come in through the mission, guys and gals that are going into the employment world from the mission, they're bringing sobriety. And they have proven that they can work, that they understand what it means to contribute in that. So again,
it's a clean and sober house, so it's good.
Yeah,
it's what works. I don't think it would work for me if it wasn't. This would not work for me if it wasn't, because this is what I need. So it just happens to be a really good thing. I don't know. It is. It's right on point for what I need to do with my life.
Right on.
You know?
Good.
And I'm so thankful for you guys. Yeah.
Oh, brother, it's a joy to be a part of it. You know, this is going to be, we do these little podcasts to let people outside of the mission kind of know what's going on.
Okay.
To hear it firsthand from, I can sit and tell people about, let me tell you about Ken and what a great job he's doing and what a great guy he is and all this stuff. Or I can just let them hear it from Ken's mouth, you know, and to me, what you're saying is exactly, as a donor, it's the kind of stuff that I want to hear. As a person who maybe they're in prison, and they're sitting there going, where am I going to go when I get out?
Right.
What am I going to do? Well, if I was listening and I'm hearing you, I'd go, oh, I can identify with that. Maybe that's where I want to go. It's that kind of thing.
It works if you want it.
Yeah.
You want it. It's a working program. And if a person really wants to change their life and do something good, whether it be the way you want to do it, there might be things here that you disagree with or whatever, but you can do what you want to do in your life. You can just follow the rules here, and you'll see that everything just falls into place. And the rules aren't really even rules. They're just like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not rules. They're just
standards of
living. Yeah, they're just, you just live your life.
This is how you live in a group environment.
Yeah.
Right.
It gets you back on track.
Yep.
It gets you back to living. That's what it's doing for me.
Yeah.
That's
what it's intended.
Then you got Jesus in your life helping.
Oh man.
Is everything. So
this
is what is working for me.
How much help must it feel like when you realize that you have the one who makes the universe work, who functionally makes the universe work the way it ought to work, and it's the way it ought to work because he made it, and he's in your court.
Yeah, it helps knowing that everything's going to be okay. Yeah, coming out of prison and everything like I did, and my life being messed up the way it was, I wasn't sure. And now I know without a doubt that everything's going to be all right.
Good, man.
Everything's going to be okay. No matter what hard times I might have to go through now, whatever struggles life might throw that might come my way, with Jesus Christ in my life, anything is possible. Everything is going to be okay.
Good, man. Yeah.
And from here right now, I still have work to do. I still have a ways to go. I have debt to pay off, just my personal stuff. Mm-hmm. Back to that. Mm-hmm. The Gospel Rescue Mission also gives me the opportunity to pay that.
Yeah.
And because I don't need much.
Right.
I don't need much. I can eat here.
Yeah.
Now that I'm working, of course, if I want to go have pizza, if I want to go do something, I can do that.
Sure.
And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg.
Right.
But I'm still paying my debt, and I'm focusing on things that need to be done, because then when the time comes and I leave here, mm-hmm. I'm going to have a savings account.
Yep.
And I'm going to have stuff set up. And more important than that, what's going to hold it together personally for me is this new group of friends that I'm meeting that are going to be in my life that are also Christian men and women, and we don't have anything negative going on. And if there was something negative going on, people that I have around me now are going to call me on it.
Sure. Right.
And so it helps.
Yeah, you lean on each other.
Nobody's perfect and nothing's perfect, so I'm not meaning to make it sound that way. But, the new people in my life right now are a much better crowd than what was there before.
Good, man. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've always said, if you leave here with the same friends that you came here with, you're going to be back here,
Yeah.
But if you make a new set of friends, if you get in, and if you start circling with the right group of people, and really the right group of people, I tell people all the time, even if you're not a Christian, you want Christian friends. You want people who believe Christian standards and Christian values and everything like that.
Yep.
I want people who think that it's wrong to steal. In my circle of friends, I want people who think that adultery is a wrong thing. In my circle of friends, I want people who honor their mother and father in my circle of friends. I want people. Go down the 10 Commandments. I want those kinds of people in there. Go through any character thing of Jesus. I want friends that are trying to be like that, right?
Yep.
Even if I'm not a Christian, why wouldn't I want people like that in my life?
Yeah, it's good.
But the fact that I'm a Christian, of course I want people like that. In fact, I can't have enough of them in my life. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
Yeah. Well, that's why when you told me you were looking for a study Bible, I was like, heck yeah, let's get you one now, man. Let's just get it done.
Yeah, I was really blown away. You were really. It was awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
And I'm very thankful. So
well, that is just super good, man. I'll tell you. So let's just imagine someone's listening to this right now, and that is listening in our conversation, and they're asking, is the mission the right place for me? Would that be, how will I know if the mission's the right place for me? What would you say to them?
If you are really ready for a change and willing to work for a change in your life, a place like the Gospel Rescue Mission, which I personally don't know of any other place, but I haven't also been all over the country or anything like that. But as far as a rescue, a mission, the Gospel Rescue Mission here in Grants Pass is definitely a place to come and check out. And if you're willing to put in the work, it's guaranteed.
You get everything you want.
It's guaranteed.
Yep.
If you're willing to put in the work and really put an effort into changing your life, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. I don't see how you can fail.
Perfect.
Really?
No, you're right. You're right. That's perfect. That's exactly. So and then let's just imagine there's somebody who's listening that supports the mission or is considering financially supporting the mission. You got anything you'd say to them?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would definitely. This is a good program to support. It's really helping people. It is obviously biblically based, and Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, is number one in this program. It is what holds it all together, and this program is 100% guaranteed. All a person's got to do is put in the work and do it.
Yeah,
it is. I never really looked at it that way. You can't not improve your life here if you just try.
I've been doing this over 13 years now, and I have never seen somebody that has followed everything that we said with their whole heart, pushed at it, went for it with their whole heart, that did not get absolutely everything they wanted out of it.
It's crazy.
So and to the extent, that they don't follow our plan, that's usually the extent at which they limit themselves as far as their outcome of this place. So when somebody says, hey, I'm not willing to do that, or I'm not willing to do this, it's like, okay, you're only going to get, you won't get all that's available to you, man. But if you put it all out there, man, if you just go, I'm leaving nothing on this field, man, I am going to just throw it all out there and give it everything I've got because I really want change. You will get a different life, and it'll be the life that you want, man. It'll be a life that you didn't even dare imagine you could have in some ways, and there it is.
It's a good program.
Yeah,
it really is.
I'm
very happy with it.
Ken, I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Thank you. I appreciate
we tried to bum rush you down there a little bit, and
right.
No, I guess no pun intended. I got to be careful not saying bum rushing at a homeless shelter.
Yeah,
man.
You're good.
Okay, I'm going to get in trouble. But when we go down there, we had somebody checking in,
yes, we did.
So that's fantastic. And you were in that process, and you're one of the first faces as an RA that people see. And again, this is the kind of confidence that I have that our resident assistants are the right people to be saying the kinds of things, going in there and being that first face and connecting with them. Because you all know exactly, you've been right where they're at. You walked through those doors for the first time once upon a time, and you were nervous and you didn't know what to think, and it was an RA that greeted you and said, hey, this is really what it is.
Yeah.
But if you're serious, then man, this is a good spot for you, and you're able to walk through it and work through it. And buddy, I really appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too.
Yeah, thanks for the good hard work.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
I think that's all we had.
All right.
Well, it really doesn't get much better than that. A story of a man's life that is being redeemed, and a guy who's really taken advantage of all the things that we have to offer here at the Gospel Rescue Mission, that the Lord is offering here at the Gospel Rescue Mission through us and through you if you support us. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. And if you would just continue to pray for Ken and for us here at the mission, as we are always trying to see lives changed. Thank you again. Join us next time for another podcast here at the Gospel Rescue Mission.